Preparing to live stream, setting up your meeting on Facebook Live.
We're already there.
Yeah, we are there. So looks like we started live streaming, which is a very new thing for me because it's the first time I'm doing live.
Congratulations
And,
to your
yeah,
first live show, Julia.
it is my first live show on on Facebook, and we have a really good reason for this. Because we're doing Human Design Festival. I mean, believe it or not, it's something that's really, really happening. And I want to take today's moment to really share about it. And so you guys know what I'm doing, what I'm busy with, because I really have not been showing on Facebook with posts or stories or anything for a long time because a lot of stuff is happening behind the scene. And I want to introduce my dear partner, Veronica. So you guys
Hello.
also meet. And I actually have a really cool story with Veronica. We were doing, with other partner, I was doing the Human Design Rave Marathon that maybe many of you actually know and been participating in. And Veronica was one of the teachers in our event. And so a year after, we went with Pepe to Bulgaria to have a little trip there. And Veronica just saw me in Sofia, my photos, and she says, "Hey, Julia, why don't you come over?" And that's basically how we first time met live. Then we had a beautiful time together. I stayed over in Veronica's house. And then we just continued on talking and meeting, and that's how natural evolution, yeah, and really fantasizing and dreaming about things together came into what's happening now. Yeah, so Veronica, would you like to add something also to the story of how this whole thing started?
Yeah, so we were talking about actually not only bringing the community together, because come on, human design is for the lone wolves, right? We all have our individual trip and journey. And actually, sometimes this is really what is missing in our journeys, to meet with like-minded people, or shall I say, people who are on our fractal, who resonate to us, like we actually met with Julia out of nowhere, and suddenly, bang, we were on our paths. They crossed. So that's actually how this whole thing have been mutating and coming into existence. And after all these online stuff, because of we were closed for so long, it was time to do something live, right? And also because I organized an event in Bulgaria, very much like the IHDS Marathon, for Bulgarian people online, with Bulgarian teachers mostly. And people were like saying, yeah, that's very nice, but we want to see something live, not online anymore. So that's how this project started mutating to a hybrid event. So we're opening online, of course, for worldwide, and to meet all the human design friends everywhere from around the world. But it's also happening live in Sofia, Bulgaria, from the 17th to the 22nd of January, in the heart of Sofia, a city of 7,000 years BC. So it's a very cultural trip as well. And in the center of Sofia, but in a park, in a great new building just built for artists. It's actually the new art soul and heart in Sofia. So it's very, very mutative as well. We know art is what discusses all the social issues happening in the world. And there is a lot
Yeah,
going on right now. Right, Julia?
yeah, yeah, exactly. And also, everything is going on in every field of life. It feels generally like we are in the times of evolution when there is such a huge density of everything, of events, of transformations, and also human design system is changing. Not the foundation, not the keynoting, not the essence, but how people see it, how people use it, how people implement it in life. So I'm, as a human design professional, is very interested to see how do you operate? Yeah, how do you see this information, through your prism, through your individuality, and other teachers? So this is something that is a fire that basically hits this event and our program is okay. We have an incredible, perfect system that describes mechanics of life that's literally like shows every particle of existence outside of us and within us. Now we take the system and bring it to the next step, yeah, of actually embodiment through us, human beings, professionals who work with it, and lovers of the system, yeah, or newbies who just come to it but feel the resonance and want to go straight deeper, straight into the experimenting with it. Yeah, so that's actually the core, yeah, of where we coming to this event from, is the core essence of let's live ourselves, let's see what it is and how it is, because the self is a construct, and we are going to deconstruct what we are in, so we can see with the lupa, with the magnifying glass, this part of you, this part of me, this part of us, and then bring all of it together. So lots of things are going to happen. Lectures is just one part, yeah, but we are going to have workshops, and workshop is where you actually can live it, can experiment with it. And we're going to do quite interesting things. Also, those who choose to be online, because not everybody can be present in this part of the world. Also, us, we don't know, yeah, if even the in January is going to happen or not. So we are like wanting to have a backup for everything, you know. So it really happens, and you can dive into the system with your own body, even when you are sitting in front of the computer. And believe it or not, we have an experience that it is possible. The aura experiment happened already, and we were conducting it, and we know it is possible. So that's the range, yeah. And Veronica, you also want to say something maybe about our teachers and the vision or expansion, yeah, of what I mentioned?
So first of all, if you have never heard about human design, this event is also for you. It's about personal development. It's about, as Julia said, deconstructing yourself, seeing where are your natural gifts, what you're here to bring to the world, what is your personal path, and how to get to your life purpose, but also about relationships with partners, business partners, children, family, all of that. You will receive a lot of new perspectives, new points of view of how you are yourself, how you impact others and how they impact you, and how you best fit in the socium, in the communities in which you live. We're going to make different experiments. So we're going to really bring human design beyond the theory, but to the practice. We have amazing teachers. We're going to talk also about children with special needs, about group and business, how about your career, but also how you fit in business environment and in teams, how you work in teams. We're going to have different experiments of people who are team people and people who don't fit so well, but they work better alone, and this and that. We're going to explore all of this. So next to those workshops, we have real hands-on experienced human design immersion happening like it was intended and created by Marianne Vinegar. But it's going to be led by a psychologist, Helena Harman, and you will really be able to dive in the system and experiment and see for yourself how it works for you. And she will be able to guide you with her skills also as a psychotherapist. But we also have amazing workshops like theater workshop, where you're going to learn a lot about the conditioning forces from the world, which are and the background frequency code in human design, the 16 godheads. Don't worry if this says nothing to you, because you're going to find everything about it in this workshop. But not only that, it's going to be real creative theater workshop. So you're going to explore those conditioning forces, but you're going to also create a whole play around it, create your own masks and props. So it's a very creative thing. And then on the 5th day of the festival, you're going to come out and actually perform a theater play in front of the audience. So these are just the little parts of super special workshops and amazing embodying practices we have prepared. I now also come to think of the sensual labyrinth we're going to have. It is about your cognition of how you perceive life, because when two people go to the same place, afterwards they can come and say stories and it can sound like those people
Totally different.
Totally different events, because one is more tuned to how things look, other is more acoustic and how things sound, how they smell, or how they touch. So we're going to stimulate all your senses, and you can see like what is your cognition according to human design, but then directly you can experiment with it and see it in the sensual labyrinth we are creating for you. So it's really going to be hands-on experience. And
a lot of music, a lot of entertainment also is as a part in the live event, but we will also going to transmit it on online. We're going actually this is a last ad at this point. I think our program is still not finished. We're still working on it and inviting teachers and interesting people. So if you guys doing like human design art, for example, or anything related, talk to us. Yeah, I mean, we are organic body of a group of people who are welcoming, who are open, and it's really co-creation. So this week we have a really beautiful add-on in our program. The band is gonna come, who is a DJ who creates music and then puts Ra's voice on top. So we're gonna dance and listen to Ra all at once. And of course, Pepe is also coming. So we're gonna have a sound healing and we're going to have an ecstatic dance. So literally dive into our bodies with its wisdom, with its beauty, with its connection to the source. Yeah, let's put it even this way, because that's what it's all about. And every media that we use are just instruments. So I don't want to do this live too long for now, yeah, because it's kind of introduction, and we're going to share with you a lot of specific things that are being added. And Veronica, do you have anything to add to it for now?
Yeah, I cannot not mention also the non-human design practices, but which are really embodying practices, because every evening, guys, we're gonna have a different program. Julia already mentioned the sound healing with Pepe, ecstatic dancing, but we're also gonna experience a cacao ceremony. And as I mentioned, the sensual labyrinth, the theater play, and we are going to have different, we're going to have open mic stage. So indeed, bring your uniqueness there. And also, very important, if you are deep into human design, now this is for you, and you speak good another language next to English. We're looking for translators so we can open this event to more people around the world. Or if you want to co-create the event as a volunteer, you can as well do that. We need different skills. You can look at our form and see, fill it in if you feel compelled, and really co-create this event with us. So there are lots of opportunities. The early bird is finishing quite soon, in several days, so hurry up. Take the possibility to be with us live or online. And yeah, we'll be back with more information. And if you have questions, guys, just ask under this live and we're going to answer them, or just write us an email or call us, or whatever is for you, whatever way you
Beautiful.
want to
Yeah,
reach.
it's just a reminder that this event is a co-creation. So we all lovers, people who are passionate about the system, please bring yourself. And we are humans, we are open, and we're dynamic and adaptive. And so that's really the place to feel each other like a pack, you know, like get together for a moment, exchange what we are, how we perceive life, learn a lot, and then have recordings of all of it, because obviously it's going to be so much information, also psychologically, emotionally, not just intellectually, that it's going to need time to integrate. People from the previous events were saying that takes them a year to integrate. So we're gonna keep the recordings for quite a while, so you can really go back to it and integrate, yeah, and make it part of yourself. What is truly correctness? What is truly live your life, despite of all the craziness of what happens in the world, despite of everybody telling you that you are wrong. You know your truth within, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, it's coming back to it. It's coming back to it no matter what.
So we want to build a bridge between the original Rauruhu frequency and the teachers and people impacted directly by him, the first wave of professionals and their students, and of course all the newbies and everybody who is just getting into the experiment, so that we can exchange ourselves, learn, experiment, and celebrate life and abundance.
Yay! So guys, please follow us. We created Instagram page, and all of other channels known to everybody are available. And keep in touch. We're here for you. We're here for us.
Do you want to
Anything
come?
else, Veronica? You want to say some last word for this life?
Do you want to come? You want to share that with you? Please feel invited from the bottom of our heart. Feel informed and initiated. Be there. We'll be there with you.
Yay! Ciao for now.
Ciao.